Hi guys, it's Christina from Redefine Creative, and this week for SpiegelMom Scraps, I am playing along with the Stuck Sketches September 1st kit sketch, and I am converting it to be a layout in my traveler's notebook. So I have pulled out this kind of diagonal stripe, real subtle paper, and I'm going to use that as my background across both pages. And I'm leaving it as a single page while I work on it, and then I'm going to cut it apart in the end. So you'll kind of see both pieces of that. And so this is something I like to do sometimes when I have a spread that I want to go across both sides of that traveler's notebook is I work on it just as one piece. So I look at it as an entire spread. And that kind of helps me make sure that everything kind of flows and works across the two pages. And then I just cut it in half. So I am being aware of where that halfway point is. You saw me fold a little crease in the top of the paper because I want to make sure that I'm cutting that photo of my son at an okay place. And so I just have that crease to kind of help me make sure I have everything lined up. And I am pulling out a bunch of goodies from the new Chamel Glitter Girl collection. And yes, this is a boy layout with Glitter Girl, and I totally love how it turned out. So definitely this collection can go for boys and girls. And so I've pulled a collection of 3 photos that I want to use on this layout. And so I printed them. One of them is a 4x4, and then the other ones are 2x2s. And I've backed them just on white cardstock. And so this is for our summer traveler's notebook. One of the things that was on the kids' summer bucket list was a craft night. And so this is all about kind of their craftiness or craft night this summer. My little guy has gotten very into rainbow loom again now that he's gone kind of back to school. And so this is kind of a layout about that and how that played into our craft night over the summer. And so all I'm doing is I'm kind of following the sketch here, and I'm just creating all of those different layers to go behind my photo. And I'm only using, like, I'm not having the strips extend the entire page. One, because I don't want the bulk in the middle of my traveler's notebook seam. And then 2, because I'm not going to waste this beautiful new collection. This is the first time I've actually gotten to play with it. So I'm not going to waste my Glitter Girl goodies. All right, so I've taken this die cut and run it through my die cut machine and just printed it on white cardstock that has all those circle like bubbles. And then I've backed it with the pink polka dot paper. And that's going to become the home for where my title's going to go. So I'm just kind of flipping through all of the goodies in this collection. I have the sticker book and the ephemera pack that I'm kind of bouncing back and forth between. And I knew I wanted a couple of tags because there was that element in the sketch. And so I'm going to put one on that top right and one on that bottom left. And then I'm going to stack it up with this little piece that says Think Crafty, since this is all about craft night and creating with his rainbow loom. And so then I'm also going to pull out of the ephemera pack this black and white star, and I'm going to layer that in kind of half behind and half on top of that little die cut piece to add to that embellishment cluster that I have going up at the top. And I tried to get that pen in there, and it was not working for me. But I am going to take a bunch of these little kind of sparkly stars, and those are going to go in some of the bigger spaces down on the bottom. And then I'm going to take 2 different sequin packs from the new September releases. So the bluish colored one is called Aquarius, and then the one with the pink and the black is called On Point. And they both match really, really well with this Glitter Girl collection. And so I'm going to fill in a bunch of those little spaces and circles in that die cut that I created. And then I'm going to take my glitter foam title, which is going to be Rad, and I'm going to put it right over the top. So I did a bunch of design work in the back on that die cut piece, and then I just layered that thicker right on top to kind of be my title. So there's a lot of different dimension that's happening around that title with not a lot of height, and I really like that for a traveler's notebook. And so now I'm just kind of playing with a few of the other little stickers and things. I add in some more stars. And that's basically going to do it, except that I am going to go back and add some black outlining around all of these strips. And that just kind of gives them some additional definition. And then I do go back and also add that to the Think Crafty and the tags, as well as the inner parts of the circles in that little die cut that I used on the bottom. So you are going to see that I go ahead and add some pen detailing down there as well. And it just kind of ties everything together and makes it all stand out. And then I do have just a little bit of journaling talking about how my son has been all about the rainbow loom, and craft night is something that always goes on our summer bucket list because the kids love trying out new projects and things. And so I'm going to go back here and add some black Heidi Swap Color Shine because there was just a touch of mixed media in the sketch from Stuck Sketches. And so that is basically going to do it. It's then going to get cut in half, which you're going to see here in a second, and put straight into my Traveler's Notebook insert from Scrapping Wonders, which is where I am keeping track of our entire summer bucket list. And so this way, all of my elements lined up, and I was able to create that symmetry across the two pages. So I will see you again soon. Bye!